Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're tuning in. Welcome to the first annual Gabby Petito golf outing out here on Long Island. I want to thank you all for being here and joining us for this remote live stream. There will be technical difficulties. It just happens. But I want to say thank you to all of the subscribers, the members, the Patreon supporters, and everyone who supports us by subscribing and liking all of these videos. I have Gabby Petito's entire family here. Tara is in front of me. Nicole Schmidt is running around, and everybody's getting things ready. My brother is here from another mother, Ed Wallace, and my real brother, Lieutenant Dan, as we call him, is here to assist with technical stuff. Ed, how you doing? Where are you? Where are you? What's the undisclosed location? What's going on with you, Ed? Where the hell are you?
Well, first off, I got to say, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Anyhow, I'm in Portland, Maine, back in the USA.
Wow. Well, listen, we're all here for one reason and one reason only. It is to support the Gabby Petito Foundation. They are doing great things with domestic violence awareness. They are helping search groups who search for the missing. They are trying to fund different organizations with equipment and whatever they need. This is something that you and I, we live and breathe by this. So I want to thank everybody who has donated up until this point, and all of the donations, every single donation that you provide here on this live stream goes straight to the foundation. It doesn't, YouTube doesn't take their 30%. There's no cut. It goes straight to the Gabby Petito Foundation. And that's what this is all about, right? Supporting this great organization and what they're doing in their daughter's name, you know. And Gabby Petito, she was murdered in 2021, and this is what they're doing in memory of their daughter, and it's respectable. I really have a tremendous amount of respect for both families, the Petito and the Schmidt family. And I know you feel the same way, Ed. Any thoughts before we play the introduction for the audience?
Look, folks, it's very rare when you can take such a horrific, tragic event and turn it into something beautiful. And that's what the family here has done, okay? They are supporting missing persons. They are supporting domestic violence victims with this foundation. And, you know, you can't ask for a more beautiful tribute for their daughter than for what they have done. Your mic's off. Your mic's off.
Okay, sorry, I shut it off. I was saying there's going to be a lot of noise. That's why I have the mic muted. There's going to be a lot of music going on and a lot of things happening. I'm far away from it, but it's still, I know it's going to get loud. So just bear with the background noise. It's a fundraiser. There's going to be hundreds of people here. I don't even know. I know there's over 110 people out on the golf course right now supporting this foundation. So once 5 o'clock comes and the dinner starts, this place is going to be packed. But let's play the intro that Kristen put together for us. So I want to go full screen with this, and let's let it play.
Who was killed while on a cross-country road trip with the fiance who reportedly confessed to her murder, is working with the National Domestic Violence Hotline on a new campaign called Hope Can't Wait, in an effort to reach more survivors.
Abby went missing. Brian returned home without her. He said nothing to Gabby's parents. Brian's parents said nothing to Gabby's parents. There was silence. Brian and his parents hired a lawyer. Then Gabby was found murdered, and Brian disappeared. Then the investigation turned into a manhunt for a suspected killer, until Brian was found dead in a swamp, the victim of a gunshot wound believed to be self-inflicted. As all this played out, there were still many unanswered questions and very little known about the evidence and the killer, Brian Laundrie.
Joe and Nicole and Jim and Tara, they raised Gabby. They are ready for this moment. And so this is going to be a really important time for them to be able to voice what they always wanted to say to Brian Laundrie and his family.
We were very apprehensive the first year, and we found the community to be very respectful and heartwarming and really caring, which was not what my assumption was. And so that's what made us come back and want to be a part of it, because they do try and help as many people, and that's kind of what we're about.
I met you, Jim, when we were in Wyoming together when the search was on, and I was with you in the moment that you got an important phone call.
And on September 19th, that morning, we had set up that interview to try to get the word out, some updates. And all morning I was getting phone calls, and I know you were asking a lot of questions about what was going on. And, I didn't really know. I just kind of knew something was up, just trying to get some updates of what was going on. And then that's when I got that phone call to go back to the hotel. We had to end the interview early. And that's when Charlie from the FBI and Rita met me at the hotel and told us they had found her.
In the wake of Gabby Petito's tragic passing, the Gabby Petito Foundation was formed to honor her memory and prevent similar tragedies. Their mission is twofold: aiding organizations that locate missing persons and supporting survivors of domestic violence. Donating to the Gabby Petito Foundation is a way to turn this heartbreak into a positive change. Your contribution will assist essential organizations working tirelessly to find missing loved ones and empower survivors of domestic violence. Together, you and I could make a difference. Visit the Gabby Petito Foundation website or donate today in Duty Ron's live chat. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you. And let's help keep Gabby's light shining brightly.
Shannon, as we know, the case of Gabby Petito led to a devastating end. There was also the realization for her family that she had been involved in a relationship filled with domestic violence. Now, in a cable news exclusive, Petito's mother shares what the Gabby Petito Foundation is doing to help others who need assistance.
We still get messages from complete strangers. Honestly, she's saving lives.
Shortly after Gabby Petito's story captivated the nation and the dark truth about her relationship with her fiancé was revealed, the National Domestic Violence Hotline experienced record high numbers of contacts from people impacted by relationship abuse seeking support.
We're seeing 80,000 contacts coming into our organization a month. We don't have enough advocates to meet the demand of services. Our wait times are high. We're not able to get to the number of people coming in, and we need to hire more advocates.
The traffic stop of Gabby Petito and her fiancé Brian Laundrie in Moab, Utah last August, which showed Gabby visibly shaken and describing a physical altercation earlier that day, served as a call to action for many others who could relate.
People see themselves in her.
When family members of Gabby heard about the sharp increase in call volume and desperate need for more advocates for the hotline, they offered $100,000 in funding from the Gabby Petito Foundation to help hire more people to take calls so that there will hopefully never be anyone who can't get the help they need.
I don't know what they knew and didn't know. I feel like, how do you not know something like that's going on with your child, and how do you not get help for them? But again, I don't know for sure. If they did know, it's a shame on them. And if they didn't, we just don't know if they did. So
how much? Maybe there was that school. It was at that school shooting where the parents are being held accountable, right? So I mean that wouldn't be up for us to determine, but
yeah,
let them figure that out.
It's a shame. It really is.
How much of a role do you think them spending so much time together in those close quarters played in all of this? And
it wasn't the first time that they did that. They went on a previous trip as well. So I don't think that played as much as a factor as people believe it to be. At least my opinion is that she just was done with the relationship and wanted to leave, and that's how we got to where we are.
And then here we are. It's not even a couple of weeks later, and on a Monday in June, here we are. The FBI releases 360 plus pages of new information. A lot of this is stuff that you've never seen before.
There was a few things in there that obviously some objects and stuff that we have that belong to Gabby that we knew about. But some of the reports, the sightings and such, the letter that, one of the letters that Gabby had written was very shocking. It just showed us more that she just was trying so hard to earn love from somebody that was not being very caring to her.
It showed that he was manipulating her, gaslighting her. There was definitely abuse before.
Yeah, I think she was broken down at that point, and it was time to end things because Gabby was a strong person. You know, people might not see her as a weak girl, but she was very strong and tough. So it was shocking to us that she was even going through this.
I feel her pain in there, and it hurts me to know that she was being manipulated in a way to think that she wasn't good enough for someone.
People from all walks of life, they see a situation they don't want to be in. They don't want to end up in that horrible, tragic ending.
You guys were just so humbled by all of the love that was coming out and the support. You know, your daughter has become the daughter of this world, you know, not just the United States. We all love her. And we love you guys.
Able to turn that tragedy into triumph. Gabby Petito's mother tells us everything she does is for her daughter.
B, which was Gabby's tattoo. And when that song comes on, I cannot listen to it, but we love having that. And she also drew this one. This is part of her artwork.
The goals of their foundations are to prevent what happened to their loved ones from happening to others. The Just Help Out Foundation partnered with the Gabby Petito Foundation for a night of fun at Topgolf in Tampa. 2 years ago, Petito's disappearance and tragic death during the cross-country road trip with her fiancé captivated the country. Now Gabby's family is committed to keeping her memory alive.
And what was the status of their relationship? Were they ever engaged? Were they not engaged? What was going on there?
They were engaged, but they had put that on hold to take the trip. They weren't really rushing or worried about it. That's what I was told. So, yeah, there wasn't even a ring. It was just they were engaged, and that was it.
Another special guest star tonight. This is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him to go around. I'm sorry.
Go.
Go.
Live
now.
TV, right?
The family is using this opportunity at CrimeCon to give a victim's impact statement. And we had a chance to meet up with them as they were gearing up to take the mic.
And so much has happened since you guys announced all together that you were going to create this foundation in Gabby's name.
So we knew there was some voids that needed to be filled, and we wanted to help as much as we can. And Nikki actually came up with, we should really start a foundation and really try to help as many people as we can. And where we wanted to go, so we all sat down and started to do some focus, and we've done a lot of work since. We've helped be a part of, in one way or another, 4 law changes around the country, 2 for missing people and 2 for domestic violence. So we're actually working on a 5th right now for the state of New York when it comes to lethality assessment.
Talk to me about her creativity and what you think about when you think about her art and her love and her spirit.
From the moment she picked up a pencil or a pen, she was an artist. She would draw for hours, and she would do that her whole life. When she was a teenager, she started to express her need to travel and see the world, and she wanted to get out there. When she wanted to do something, she was very strong-willed, so she would find a way to do it. Even if we couldn't afford it, she figured it out. So once she graduated high school, she decided that she was going to work towards that. Once we saw her YouTube video that she created, we knew that she found her passion, and it was just immediate. I was like, this girl's going to go places with this. She is just going to see the world, love life, and we knew that she would be very successful.
And then here we are. It's not even a couple of weeks later. And on a Monday in June, here we are. The FBI releases 360 plus pages of new information that Brian Laundrie never made it to court. You guys never really had the opportunity for the legal system to get justice for Gabby. Nicole, you were more at ease to me in compared to any other interaction that I've had with you over the last several years. Offered a forgiveness to Brian. You had some cold words for Roberta, but I got this sense that there was closure there, or more closure that you have had.
So she had a ghost riding a skateboard. So we went.
Oh, let me see.
So mine is actually on.
Okay, and where's yours?
Mine's right here.
All right,
Yeah.
different sizes, different placement.
Yes.
What are you planning to do, and what was that like to prepare?
I think that it's just an important part of the process, the healing process, to get those emotions out, if on paper or out for people to hear.
It hit me that I never will get the opportunity to do that. So I did not have one written, and I decided that I was going to do it. So I wrote it. It took me a couple of days. I put a lot of thought into it, and I wanted to address, Brian, even though he's not here. I wanted to address his family and just say what I needed to say, but also talk about Gabby because she's more important.
That's what's most important. Let's talk about this Gabby Petito Foundation. You and I, we were present with a bunch of other folks from Crime Time with Duty Ron. Diane was there, Joey Brooklyn, and we were supporting the Gabby Petito Foundation. And they made $100,000 donation to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. I mean, it's such a great thing to do going forward. Not just taking their daughter's, the crime that was committed against their daughter and then just closing up shop. They're trying to help people going forward. And I think it's just a wonderful thing.
Oh, absolutely. Such a class act. I mean, honestly, they took this tragedy and they turned it into something beneficial for going forward for those that are suffering from domestic violence as their daughter had been.
The people that think they're not affected by it because it hasn't happened to someone if they know it's wrong, because it affects communities, our cities, our states, and our whole country, and eventually it's just a ripple effect. And we all need to work together.
Let me ask you this. For you all, in the beginning, when you first have an idea that something is really wrong, what is that moment like for you? And what is that moment like for you when the public attention then turns to you? So we try to do that. We try to lead by example. We try and share stories, especially people that don't look like us. You know what I mean? And let me ask you this, though. Let's talk about that. Because, we're in the media. We cover these stories. When you came out, like, your voices were powerful. Like, the emotion that I saw and what I heard, I think was a big part of what grabbed the public's attention. Then obviously Gabby's videos and seeing her.
Well, hey everybody, greetings from Ogden, Utah, the site of this beautiful monarch butterfly mural where Gabby Petito stood just hours before her murder. The Gabby Petito Foundation embodies the resilience of monarch butterflies by transforming pain into hope. I've become their friend over the years, and I testify to their tireless work in helping other families in crisis. I want to thank Gabby's family for their focus on the horrors of domestic violence and for their incredible strength and determination. Consider donating. Together, we can create a safer world and bring hope to those who need it most.
And the worst time to leave a domestic violent relationship is when you leave.
It's the most dangerous.
It's the most dangerous time is when you leave.
Not just for the victim as well, also for law enforcement. When law enforcement gets called to the domestic violence calls, it is the most dangerous call for them too. So that's why we're advocating for that lethality assessment in all the states. We're just going to keep knocking them down one by one.
Gabby's family is committed to keeping her memory alive.
I really hope that Gabby inspires others to be empowered and be able to get out of a bad situation safely.
Because now you take the power away from that person. And when you take that power away, they'll do anything they can to regain it or just make sure no one else can have it.
We're hanging out with Gabby's parents, so we gave a $1,000 donation to the Gabby Petito Foundation on behalf of all of you guys. That's right. The support that you guys send in for all of these live streams, we pay it forward. So that's what we got going on. Ed, I took you out because I saw you moved away. It was 15 minutes, and I thought it was important that we show what this family has been through and what they're doing. And Ed, you saw it in 2022 when we were at Top Golf, just a short distance from here. They're out there advocating for domestic violence to change things that are happening across the United States as it pertains to law enforcement and their response. And listen, let's address the elephant in the room. What happened in Moab is heavy on their minds, and they are now forming a program It's through various law enforcement agencies to provide additional training for domestic violence calls. Ed, I wanted to go to you to talk about the importance of that. You're muted.
All right. Yes, that's very important. I do a lot of law enforcement training and all subject matters. But as was stated in the intro, domestic violence calls are not just dangerous for the parties involved in the domestic violence, but also the officers that are responding to the domestic violence. And so de-escalation techniques, safety, tactical issues, these all need to be addressed so that law enforcement can protect and serve and go home at the end of their shift the same way they came to work, uninjured, and so forth. And also, you need to protect all bodies involved and understand who the aggressor is and make the appropriate arrest and notifications when the domestic violence is discovered. You can't just sweep this stuff under the rug.
100%, Ed. You said it real well. And, you know, I just want to make sure that let me know. I don't want to hold you because I know you're away with your family, you're catching up with stuff. And just let me know when you're out of time. We have Dave Rader hanging out with us in the green room, the EquuSearch MidWest director. And I asked Dave to come on because he's an important part of what Gabby Petito Foundation is standing for, searching for the missing. So without further ado, Diamond Dave in the building. Dave, thank you for being a friend and always coming on and you know, saying your piece. You guys search for the missing. You're doing God's work. How's it going out there, Dave?
Not too bad, Ron. Thanks for letting me be a part of this momentous occasion. You know, again, this all goes hand in hand. And what a foundation that they have taken a tragedy and absolutely turned this into something beautiful, and it continues to grow. And the only way that this is going to continue to grow is through the donations that you're providing with your you know, your fabulous community. But it's a hand in glove scenario. You know, we're all in this together, and there's not too many foundations that I'm a part of. But I'll tell you, and I've met Jim and Nicole when I was in Florida and had dinner with them and just seeing the passion and right now, you know, it's they're not letting their daughter's voice go unheard. They are Gabby's voice, and it continues to roar. And I'll tell you what a beautiful occasion for this, and to keep growing.
You know, Dave, Gabby's mom reached out to me and said, "Hey, Duty Ron, would you mind coming and live streaming at the fundraiser? Because a lot of people can't make it because of people living outside the New York metro area, people outside of the country." And she's like, "What a great idea that would be to have everybody join us virtually." And in about a half hour or so, I'm going to take the gimbal and I'm going to take my mobile device and I'm going to go out onto the golf course and I'm going to go through the venue. This is our like home base setup. But I just, you know, because of EquuSearch operating as a nonprofit organization, how important it is to receive donations to do the tough work. And these guys have lots of things that they want to accomplish. And to accomplish that, you need funds. So that being said, it is just, for me, it was a no-brainer. As soon as she said to me, "Hey, could you come?" I said, "Yeah, I'm working, but I'll leave work early and I'll come out." So that's what we did. And, you know, and we're going to have a couple of other folks come on and join us on this live stream. And again, this isn't one of those live streams where you'll see thousands of people, because it's not one of these sensational crime cases. Although Gabby Petito, that story in 2021, when that was out there, you had people talking about this left and right with thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people. But, you know, these folks are not going to stop, and they're going to continue on doing what they do, and we're going to support them. Ed, you saw that piece that Kristen put together. That was from the 2022 foundation. We put $1,000 donation. We donated $750 to the Gabby Petito Foundation on behalf of not just myself and Ed, it's this whole community. So we made that donation to them several days ago on the foundation's website. And I was happy to do it because it's all about the members and the people who support us and the folks who can't afford to take $5 or $10 or $1 or $100 or $50, whatever it is. Just by watching these videos and watching our live streams, you're contributing to this. And that's what makes it a great thing. And Dave, you guys just did a fundraiser in Ohio locally. It takes a lot of time and effort. Do you want to talk about how important funds are to go and search for the missing?
It's very important. I mean, without the funding, I would be dead in the water. I mean, we wouldn't be able to go to as many states or travel as much as we do. So the funding is absolutely key for any success. And you hate to say that, but it's the truth. I mean, we went from Tennessee to Dayton to Cleveland, and then from Cleveland I was home a night, and then we went straight up to just south of Milwaukee. And between gas and between the hotels and everything, I mean, I think we raised $5,000 on our last fundraiser, and to be honest with you, I probably went through about 3/4 of that already, just that quick. So for every dollar, I mean, just people just don't understand. A dollar goes a long way towards that goal. And and again, they have a great foundation. I've worked hand in hand with these guys, and again, I'm here as a testament today, as is that they're the real deal on getting things in the future. And the only way to have the future is to have the funding to help others that are in need. We don't want another Gabby. That's what they're trying to do is save another individual, so this don't happen again.
I couldn't have said it any better, Dave. And I saw Ed shaking his head and agreeing with you.
Absolutely.
This venue here that they're having this foundation fundraiser at is beautiful. And both Gabby's mom and stepmom, Tara and Nicole, were out here, and they were on the back veranda there overlooking the golf course. And it was a beautiful sunny day. It's a little overcast here today, but when I got up to the venue, I said, what a beautiful setting. And I wanted to show a little bit as we wait for our next guest to come in. And, Tara and Nicole was going to sit down here next to me and join and say hello to everybody. But I wanted to play this. This was Gabby Petito, her one and only video that she uploaded to YouTube. It's got, I think, 7 million views or something like that. But this was her vision. And I'm going to play this for you guys while we walk and talk. I'm going to get up and walk around and talk to some of the folks. But let's take a peek at this video. It's about 7 minutes long. So I wanted to show this for you guys.
Gabby Petito never goes outside. Was it sunset? think our plan for today is to just hang out here in the tent. That's cool.
There we go, Wells.
I'm gonna make some yogurt. Looking to steal some of his granola. All the chocolate melted.
I know, it's a river of chocolate. Be cautious.
You can't keep chocolate in Utah. Not in July. Or in a clear plastic container
Yeah.
that is always in the sun.
I was in the tent this morning, and that's why.
I love the band.
So, we are right outside Capitol Reef right now in a free dispersed camp spot. And we've been lucky so far at all the places we've stayed, but I'd say this is one of the best so far. Since we left New York, I've only set up my hammock once, and now we're all the way in Utah, and luckily enough, I was able to set up my hammock in one of these trees.
And we're kind of like in the desert.
Very few trees.
So I'm going to pause it there. I wanted to play that because I wanted to show folks who watch this now live and watch it on the replay. You know, that was her one and only video that she uploaded onto YouTube, and it was a huge success, obviously, after everything that happened. It's just, I wanted to show that because there might be some people who didn't see that. And this is part of the Gabby Petito story. But we have a special guest. I don't know how much time he's got. JB from WFLA Now. Mike, could you grab him? JB from WFLA Now is coming in just to join us. I know he talked about the fundraiser with Nicole and Tara, I think on Tuesday or when? Yeah, it was probably Tuesday. JB, thank you for joining. How are you, my brother? Thank you.
Man, it's nice to be on your channel for a change, Ron, and not see you on our channel and return the favor a bit. Nice to see everybody here.
Hey, JB.
JB.
Dave is here. I got a lot of and Ed Wallace, my co-host. But look who's coming in to join me. Nicole.
Hi.
Hey, Nicole.
Oh, I have sunglasses on.
Can you hear?
Yes.
So
look,
Nicole
you guys sharing earbuds like
So weird.
You know, the thing of it is the weird thing about this is that if I would have put it on wireless, we would have picked up all the background noise. So I didn't want to do that. But yeah, so Dave Rader is there, you know him. Ed Wallace, that's my co-host.
Hi, Nicole.
JB's hanging out. You want to tell everybody that's listening what we got going on here today?
Oh, yeah. So it's our very first golf outing, 2024, Touch the World golf outing. And we're excited because we had 108 golfers go out today on the carts. It was really awesome. And we have a bunch of more people coming for dinner. So I think we have almost 200 people coming, which is so amazing. So the one thing that you can participate in, since you can't come, is we have a raffle for CrimeCon. Oh, well,
I
they
bought
can't do that,
$100
though.
worth. Oh, no, they can't. Oh, that's right. But
They have to be here for that.
But I'm going to join the raffle too.
Yes,
I
you
wanna
are.
join, of course.
So you can buy a $25 or more. You can buy as many as you want ticket. It's a raffle for CrimeCon Denver 2025. And it is 2 gold VIP tickets and 2-night hotel stay at Gaylord Rockies in Denver in September 5th through 7th next year, 2025. So it's a no-brainer if you want to go. And I actually have CrimeCon here today. He said the hotel's sold out already. So it's your only chance to get the hotel stay. It's going to be totally random. You have till midnight tonight to join that raffle.
And they could do that right through the website, right?
Yes, they can go to GabbyPetitoFoundation.org, click on 2024 golf, or they can see it on our social media. We have links up. Just go in to get tickets here, and it's the very first ticket on top. It's a raffle.
And friends, it's the great part about that is all the funds go straight to the foundation, so they could do the work that they want to do. And JB, I know you had a running bet with Tara and Nicole about who was going to win the golf, which husband was going to win the golf.
How did I do?
I think she might have took some crap for it because Jim. She was like right away, Joe. I think Joe's going to beat Jim because he golfs all the time. But JB, you put your money on Jimmy, right?
I did. I like a good underdog, and Jim these days he's rocking a beard and he's got a little bit of a different swagger to him. So I went with the bearded Jim as an underdog bet. I don't know how I did though.
We'll see what happens.
We will see very soon. I think they should be coming in soon. So I will let you know.
Nikki, why don't you go kick Joe in the shin a little bit and mess up his swing just enough for me, and maybe I'll have a chance.
Well, so Jim got a paper cut last night, and he was like, "Oh, how am I going to play golf now?"
I might have to adjust my bet.
A good old paper cut. She's going with the crutch of the paper cut. I broke my toe the other day, and I'm here. So
He's like, "You have no idea. You can't swing a club with a paper cut." So
Jim's a
I think
tough
you might have
guy.
lost.
I think he's going to be okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
JB, though, we both appreciate you taking out the time. This is kind of like a reverse thing. Usually, like you say, we're coming on to your show. I'm moderating for you. But we really appreciate the media for pushing out these events. It helps tremendously. And that's a great thing that you guys do. Core TV does it, right? You guys did the circuit.
Yep.
So it's a great thing. I know you're busy. You got a lot of things going on. I'm going to go mobile with my gimbal and my phone and go around to the golfers in a little bit. But any words for the audience or anybody that's listening, like maybe a little bit of about what the foundation does, domestic violence awareness and so forth?
Absolutely. And we wouldn't be able to do what we do without all of the love and support of everyone out there. You're so amazing. We just want to bring awareness to domestic violence and missing persons cases. It breaks my heart that families have no support, and we were very lucky to have that support. So we're just trying to share what we know and get out there and help people. We are working on a program to train first responders in domestic violence. We are working on an education program to get some kind of program in the schools that they don't have to pay for and get the kids their healthy relationship education without them knowing they're learning about healthy relationships.
Yeah, right.
So that's our goal. We have a lot in the works for missing persons. We're doing a lot of legislative work. So yeah, a lot going on. It's just so much. But,
I also love the law enforcement component of domestic violence awareness and education for various departments. That's important because, like you said in previous interviews, domestic violence calls are some of the most dangerous, and how they're handled is very important. So, yeah. But I know you're busy. I don't want to hold you here. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. JB, look, and he's in the studio. Are you in the studio, JB?
Yeah, I got to get on with Father's Day weekend here eventually, but yeah, sooner rather than later, the weekend begins, you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we greatly appreciate you being here. Dave, I know you got things to do. I know you're going to hang around. He actually said to me, "You want me to stay all day? I'll stay all day." Ed, God only knows where he is. I see it's a hotel room, so he's always in a hotel somewhere. But happy Father's Day, JB. I know you're a new dad, and this is your weekend. You can really ham it up if you want.
Yeah. No working allowed.
We're about to find out exactly how far my reach is as a new dad with some of the requests. We'll see where that goes, you guys. I'll keep you posted.
Good to see you all. Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you to the live audience. Obviously, everyone's saying hello to you, and they're going crazy.
Oh,
So
you guys are awesome. Thank you. I'll come back.
All right.
Have fun,
Thank
Nikki.
you, Nicole.
Thank you so much.
All right, there she goes, Gabby's mom. Tara is off camera handing her. Tara's here. She did a little hair flip.
My wax. Yeah,
So-
yeah, I gotta freshen up soon.
Do you want to hear? So
I do want to hear.
Okay,
That would be
perfect.
important.
So Tara Petito, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, these are the dynamic duo. They're part of this Gabby Petito Foundation. You know, we have a live audience, but we also have this guy. JB.
I love that guy.
Yeah, this guy, JB.
He's
Hey,
amazing.
Tara.
Hey, JV.
And
Feels
Dave
like
Rader.
yesterday we were just together. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we were.
You guys were hanging out at CrimeCon. You were hanging out virtual with the studio out. He actually questioned you guys. He thought that you were using some kind of Zoom background.
Oh my
and you
God.
proved him wrong.
It was gorgeous. It was absolutely a beautiful day. So it was great.
How's the weather today, you guys? How did the weather shake out for the actual event?
It's holding up. It's supposed to rain, I think, but I think later tonight. So everybody will be inside already. So it should be good. So it drizzled on us a little bit earlier when the golfers were registering, but it's perfect now. So
Tara, any message for the folks who are watching the live stream and people who watch this on the replay as it pertains to, you know, the Gabby Petito Foundation? What are some of the things that you guys are working on? I know I just asked Nicole the same thing, but, you know, people want to hear it, you know.
All right. So we're working on right now. We're working on a prevention program. We're in the beginning stages. So we're trying to build a team to get that going. So that's going to be amazing. Unfortunately, there are programs out there. So we don't really want to reinvent the wheel, but we want to offer something across the country that kids can get on in school and help them learn healthy relationships, boundaries, what domestic violence looks like, certain signs to look out for, maybe that they're not aware of, and that resources are available if they need help. We're also working on a first responder program. Jim is manning that up. So that's pretty amazing. So
that was mom.
Sorry,
That was
mom. Mom is interrupting again.
This is the thing.
Yep.
Mom, come on.
Come on.
Come on, Mom. Come.
There you go. Look at that.
Hi.
Aw.
This is Tara's mom.
That is my mother, Gabby's grandma. So
Hi.
yeah. So she's been super, super helpful getting this all together. We're all staying at her house.
Oh, it's fun.
yeah.
9 of them.
Yeah.
It's great.
Kids and all. So her house has been destroyed.
It's trashed.
I tried cleaning it up a little bit
The
yesterday.
good news is it's temporary.
It's
You're
better.
it'll
Yeah,
get
it's better.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I love it.
Yeah.
But
I
she-
hate it.
But she's been collecting baskets for us for the
Yes.
past couple of months, and organizing a lot of information, like a lot of things for us. So it's great. So she's been wonderful and super helpful.
Perfect. And it's always great to have a mom that wants to help out. Right?
Always.
So,
Always. Anything for my kids.
and and also one other thing, when you guys were on, I think with JB, or even with me, it was with me. You were like, "Hey, any single friends from my mom?"
Oh my God.
Hey, Rob.
She does run a singles group.
It's true.
I run a
It's called
singles group.
Lost and Found, Singles of Long Island.
Nassau,
So-
Suffolk, and Queens.
yeah. So you
Tara,
have to live in
can
Nassau,
tell your
Suffolk, or
mom
Queens.
that if she's
we
looking
can
for men of a
mix it.
certain age
love it.
range, she's not going to have difficulty down here in Florida.
Oh,
Florida
I tell her
is,
that all the time,
What's the-
JB.
You gotta
I
go
say
down
she's
to
got to go
Florida.
down to
Oh my
Florida.
gosh.
She needs
Yeah.
somebody with a boat, maybe possibly a plane
Or a yacht,
or a yacht.
Yeah.
a Learjet.
Stay away from the villages.
Well,
Yes.
Oh, the villages.
Yeah.
Oh, the villages.
I can't hear it. So this is
No.
Yeah, he said
They said stay away from the
villages.
villages.
Oh yeah, no. I actually visited my cousin there. Not going back.
No.
It's not a place I'm gonna live. I like Jupiter.
All right, and now I interrupted you, so I'm sorry about
okay.
that.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right.
I
Love
know.
you, Mom.
So I'm sorry I interrupted
It's
you.
okay.
Did you lose your thought, or were you going to say something before?
I don't know.
She does.
It's been a long day. I've been like running around like crazy. Been up since 6, trying to get this golf outing ready. So
Well,
I have,
Just so
I have
you
a
know,
question,
Tara-
if I may, Ron,
Go ahead.
for Tara while she's on, just because I'm curious, because Tara, you were rattling off all the things you guys are doing, and Nikki was doing the same thing. You guys all have your own lives. How many hours a week would you say you're spending on the foundation these days? Like, is it how much time is being preoccupied by just trying to do good in the world?
I mean, some days we're going till 10 o'clock at night. There's other days where it's not as much. I mean, I have kids. They just were in school, so I had to, leave and pick them up and, play taxi. But a lot of hours. There, like I said, there's some days it's kind of slow, but then there's other days where Nikki and I could be on the phone still at 10, 11 o'clock at night, trying to work for the foundation. We were just at CrimeCon. That's like a full couple hour, full schedule, complete full schedule. CrimeCon is amazing. They're actually out golfing right now. They were one of our sponsors. They also donated this amazing raffle. I know we were talking about it
2 tickets
the other day. So it's 2 gold VIP tickets to CrimeCon 2025 out in Denver, and it's also 2 nights stay at the Gaylord Rockies. So CrimeCon is a wonderful event. It brings a lot of awareness and it brings people together. It's an amazing, respectful group. I know, JB, we had a lot of fun. So out in Nashville like a week ago.
Yeah, maybe a little too much fun. We had a lot of fun. We kept running into people, which it was extraordinary. Nashville's a great town. I've heard great things about Denver too.
So I can't wait to get out there. So
I'm sharing on the screen here, Tara. This is from the website, and these are the tickets and sponsorship. Where would they go on the website to?
So hit that, the event tickets and sponsorships, hit that, and then get tickets here. And then right there, just hit as many as you want. They're $25 a piece. All of it, 100% of it goes to the foundation and raises money. We raised a lot of money so far with it, and it's amazing. The winner will be called Saturday morning. Unfortunately, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
Oh my God,
morning.
it's tomorrow
Yeah.
already. So get your tickets in, please.
I'm going to order my 4 tickets now. I'm going to take it off the screen so I don't get hacked. So everybody that's watching, make sure you support. And JB, I said it with Nikki here. I want to say it with Tara here. We appreciate the media. We appreciate you. You are like family to the Petito and Schmidt family, right?
Yes.
The dedication that you provide to them with the outlet of your WFLA audience is fantastic. So thank you for what you do.
And we definitely built a friendship here. So we love you. And we're going to get over to your side very soon. Hang out.
Yeah, I look forward to it. The praise is hard to put into words. Thank you guys. And really, I've said it before on stream, and I'll say it again. I have never seen a family respond with such purpose in response to such tragedy. What happened to Gabby is heartbreaking to this day. Watching that video you played, Ron, I hadn't watched it in a very long time, and watching it just stirred up a lot of emotions in me. And watching it, but you see Gabby and you understand that she is the product of 4 amazing parents that will not rest until they feel like they have done some incredible good in the world. And that's really the whole mission with the foundation is trying to prevent further tragedies in the future, preventative measures that can be taken, things that, various laws that are being proposed and enacted, various initiatives that are being done. What I've never seen a family respond in the way that Tara, Jim, Nicole, and Joe have responded. It should be inspiring for people. I think it is inspiring for so many people. I think people in the chat here know that it's just absolutely inspirational. So I appreciate all the love my way, but it starts with a family that refuses to go and do anything other than make their mark on the world in Gabby's name and Gabby's legacy. And that's something that deserves to be applauded on a day like today, especially.
Amen to that.
Thank you, JB. Yeah. We're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep going. Gabby's our driving force. She's a bright light, and we're just going to let it keep going. She's just amazing. We miss her dearly, obviously. Think about her every day. But she sends us signs all the time. So we look for those signs, and she's, like I said, she's our driving force, and we're going to just keep going. We're going to keep fighting. We can't let this happen to another. It happens all too much. It happens way too much. It needs to end. We need to teach our youth how not to be abusers and how to notice the signs. So it goes on both sides. Both ways.
Education is so important. It is so important. And as a retired law enforcement professional, that side of it we can't do.
Yeah.
So it is really important, and that's great. And Ed, I know you agree with that as well.
100%.
Yeah.
And if I may, yeah, another thing too, Tara, also is that, even beyond the foundation, just Gabby herself has already sparked change in the world. I still get messages to this day of people who say that they got out of abusive relationships because of Gabby's story, and how your family has been so inspirational to them to have the courage to get out of their own abusive relationship or their own situation where they found themselves fearing for the day ahead or the days ahead. So I know that there are people that are watching or listening right now that can relate to that. And so even just organically, Gabby has already sparked change in the world. So you add that alongside the foundation and what the foundation is doing through the collective efforts of you guys and all the people that are there on Long Island today. It's utterly extraordinary. And also too, how this story has, I still get messages to this day. And yes, I do get some of the crazy ones, with a certain person in this story is apparently alive and living somewhere else around the world in some country elsewhere. People who will continuously, go on and on with conspiracy theories. That's few and far between these days. It really is just Gabby being such a spark and such an inspirational force.
Definitely agreed with that, JB. I get similar messages, and I concur wholeheartedly with that. Gabby continues to help others in her passing, and that's important. It's important to the families. It's important to the followers. She became the daughter of the world, essentially, through social media, and that's why, unbeknownst to you, and JB alluded to it, we played her video from her YouTube. We played it in its entirety.
Okay. Yes.
And that video has over 7 million views. But that was her driving force at the end of her life. She wanted to start a blog and do this social media and YouTube. And I believe that Nikki and yourself are following kind of a little bit in her footsteps by doing your own social media. I saw you guys went live the other night. I wish that you would have told me, because I would have shared it.
Sorry.
But
we're new at this.
Yeah. and I had asked JB, hey, could you share it? It's a little bit of red tape with the media, but I still asked, because I'm looking out for us here. And at the end of the day, we're all in this wholeheartedly. We want to do what we can to help.
And we appreciate all of you guys. You've helped us so much.
You know what they should do? I just had a thought. It just popped in my head, Ron. You know what they should? You mentioned 7 million views on that video. You know what would really be the right thing to do is take any Google ad revenue that was generated on those 7 million views. It should go right to the foundation. Well, that makes too much sense to not happen, because if that video is monetized in any way, and those 7 million, that's a lot of hits.
Did you help us work that out?
I could.
Yeah,
I could
figure that out.
We should make a call.
I know we wanted to use her YouTube video to spread more awareness and do it that way. I don't know how to do that, but I think that's something maybe we will work on.
Right. I had mentioned it to Nicole a year and a half ago. I said, if you want me to, I'll look into contacting Google, and as JB said, if there is ad revenue that is due from that video, and see if we can get it sent over
that
to
would
the
be
foundation.
wonderful.
All right, something to look into. We got our gloves on. We're ready to fight. So
Every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. I mean, if you can do $5, it's amazing. It goes to a great cause. So every little bit counts. So
yeah, and Tara, I told the audience, because a lot of them didn't know it, there are a lot of people who are on strict budgets where they're just making ends meet. With my channel, with the revenue that I get in from my videos, we donated $750 to the foundation. So all of the people who are here that can't reach into their pockets because of constrictions with their budgets, they're contributing through watching these videos, through watching the video, the ads that play on it, and that's what JB is alluding to. Is that video that was on Gabby's channel could have quite a bit of revenue to it,
which is amazing. So yeah, every little bit counts. If you obviously there are restrictions, and that's understandable. I mean, that's it is what it is. But if you could share a missing flyer too, I mean, that's another way to help. And, you know, go on social media. We have Gabby Find the Missing page, or there's the Aware Foundation. Go in and share a missing flyer, and that even helps because that creates a lot more of awareness for the missing. Even if it's a cold case, somebody out there might know something. It just keeps that story alive. It keeps it going. So that's even a way to help. So
Tomorrow's 3 years. Summer Wells went missing 3 years ago tomorrow. You know, I'm actually about to share that too. I echo that sentiment completely. Like there needs to be more action out there on that.
It's a great point that you just brought up that I wasn't even thinking of, is that, you know, this isn't, the Gabby Petito Foundation isn't just about Gabby Petito. It's about helping others. And you just brought up Summer Wells, a 5-year-old girl who just disappeared off the face of the earth. Part of their mission is to help people search for the missing. Part of their mission is to help with domestic violence awareness. And this all comes in together because a lot of the missing persons cases start out as domestic violence, as what happened to her daughter with Gabby Petito. It happens to many others. And thank you for bringing that up. I'm kind of laser focused on this going on here, but I appreciate that. Summer Wells is a case that I covered extensively, and they still have no answers in that case. She just vanished off the face of the earth. Unbelievable. So, Tara, I'm going to let you go because I see a lot going on, and Nikki's she's taking notes. She's like, I'm doing all the work, and you're not helping.
Oh
So,
my God, she's amazing.
Tara Petito, we'll see more of her tonight. I'm going to go mobile and go around to all the tables. But thank you for dropping in and hanging out with JB, Dave Rader from EquuSearch, which is they search for the missing, my co-host Ed Wallace. And I apologize to my two guests here for just not really saying much, but I wanted to give you the floor.
Yep. So, thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon. Yes, yay.
Bye,
All right,
Tara.
bye guys.
There she goes, Tara.
Thank you.
Tara Petito. And don't forget to take your drink. JB, you spent a lot of time here with us. I can't thank you enough. I reached out to you with an hour's notice, and you were like, "Dude, tell me, send me the link."
Golf actually, ironically, preempted our coverage. We don't have a 4, 5, or 6 o'clock newscast today on the NBC station here in Tampa, so it actually worked out really well, Ron. I have probably another 10 minutes. Whether I want to chat with Ed and David and anybody else in the chat has any questions, or if you guys want to, whatever you want to shoot around, I got another 10 minutes for whatever you guys want to discuss and whatever we can do to get the word out. I'm
going to go to my co-host, Ed. Ed, what do you got?
Well, I like a lot of what JB was saying. And yeah, Summer Wells, earlier this year, I was in Tennessee and I was with the TBI. And I was talking to them about that particular case, and unfortunately, I can't divulge, what they told me. But yeah, we need more activity on there. I know Dave's people, are involved as well. It's just a shame, the Petitos, they got Gabby back. Okay, don't have that here with the other case, and there's only a handful of players here involved in this case, and I can't understand for the life of me why they can't get this information out from Candace and her husband,
Candace and Don. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To interject, Ed, because you brought me right into a place where I wasn't planning to go, but I'm going to go there. Dave, you went down to Tennessee. You were down in the Beach Creek area, searching with over 300 volunteers for Summer Wells. What do you make of that? I mean, kids just vanish off the face of the earth. I know you and your organization, EquuSearch, MidWest and Texas EquuSearch, you're responsible for 2,600 plus sets of remains and missing persons folks returned to home. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, Dave.
There's one or two people, again, and I'll keep saying it, that know the answer to this. And all they have to do is have a heart and speak up and do the right thing and just tell us where this little girl is. And I have to apologize to you guys. I was talking on camera to Linda, and I don't know if you guys were following the little 8-month-old out of Western Kentucky that was missing. But I just got word from a close personal friend of mine that they actually recovered her little body a short time ago.
Oh my goodness!
So 8 months old.
There's just so much. There's so much horror out there.
Where's that case? Can you hook me up? I'd like to look into it.
It's Maya Rudd, 8-month-old. KSP had it. They arrested the whole family on drug charges. Both sets of grandparents, the mother, the father. It just totally destroyed that whole. I mean, it's just insane. But I just got word because we were reading on word that if we would have needed to go down there with our drone, we were on standby. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that's what I was doing behind as you guys were speaking. So,
Kentucky State Police saying that the body was found in a concealed manner. That's obviously deeply disturbing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Well, thank you for bringing that to light, Dave. I received an abundance of emails and messages in regards to that case. So you're saying that there's multiple arrests as it pertains to this as well?
They had the family. They had the family locked down. I think it was a couple days ago, and then I think as early as yesterday, they got the other grandparents. So so either somebody flipped on somebody, or they did a hell of a job as far as on finding that little girl.
They arrested I'm reading here the grandparents and also as well. Well, it's important to note they don't have murder charges yet, so that will likely change with this development. But
yeah,
this is what's great about having a guest and a friend like JB, because he can just go right to his newswire and check it out. I saw Ed with his head down. I know him better than probably anybody here. He was searching for that case as well.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah. A lot going on around me. I'd love to flip the camera, but this is with technology, me and technology, it doesn't mix. And JB, I know you have a whole team behind you. You're just pushing buttons and so forth. So I set this thing up myself. I had no engineers here with me. If I turn that camera around, it's on a tripod. I feel like the whole stream will shut off. So I'm not even going to touch it.
Ed, for what it's worth, excuse me, Ron, for what it's worth, I'm impressed. I mean, that remote for folks. Look, I'm a live streaming professional, and I will tell you, nothing is harder than remote live streaming. What Ron is doing is moving heaven and earth to get to that golf course today. It's not easy, and that's
if you close your eyes, JB, you couldn't tell if he's in his box in the hole, or if he's or he's live at the golf course. That's how good of a job he did.
And the Gabby Petito Foundation sign behind me, Nicole, Gabby's mom, Nicole Schmidt, came over and she's like, "Hey, Ron, would you like to have the sign behind you?" And I was like, not even thinking of it. I was like, "Oh, that's great." So she placed the sign that's behind me here, the Gabby Petito Foundation sign. I know it's not perfectly on the stream, but I mean, I have a folding table set up. I have my laptop open. I've got a professional camera set up, which I hooked all this stuff up myself. My brother showed up here, retired lieutenant. You want to come in and say hello? This is my brother. So this is his first time on stream. So this is my brother Mike, JB from Florida, WFLA. Ed, Ed Wallace.
JB, hey Ed, how you doing, buddy?
Lieutenant Diane.
I can't hear you, but
yeah. I'm not going to share the earbud because I don't want to get that close to him. But so he was helping me out once I had it all set up. But he's going to be helping me when I go remote, because what I'm going to do, JB, is I'm going to take my phone and put it in a gimbal and go out to the golf course.
Very nice.
And I'm going to introduce the phone into this live stream as a guest. And I'm crossing my fingers and I'm hoping and praying. Like, look, I'm not nervous for me. I'm nervous for Gabby's parents, because they asked me to come here. I'm like, if this doesn't go right, I'm in big trouble. So
I'll be watching. I should also point out too that
that's about all I have.
Okay, there he goes. He's camera shy. I forced him into that. But yes,
I hear all these New York accents and I feel at home. Dave, I don't know where you are from originally, but I hear Ron and Ed's accents, and it took me 2 to 3 years to drop my New York accent to the point where it was acceptable at places outside of the northeastern United States. But I feel right at home with you gentlemen here.
Oh, forget about it.
I'm from Cincinnati, JB, so I don't know what I have.
Midwest,
maybe a little bit.
Definitely
Midwest.
Cincinnati, good old Dave Rader from Cincinnati. Well, look, like I said, this, setting this thing up was a challenge for me, but I think I did it. I think I got it all right. So hooking the microphone up. But once that DJ starts playing, I know all hell's gonna break loose here. So, JB, I want to thank you for hanging out here with us for an extended period of time. And again, I moderate over there on WFLA. I volunteered to do that because that's how much anytime I asked JB to do something, went back to the EquuSearch MidWest to come on. He came on for that fundraiser, and you were hanging out. I think you were home, actually. You weren't even at the studio. You were at home. So that was on a Saturday. So.
Yeah, people get really weirded out when I have a life outside of this room. They're like, wait a minute, you don't actually just live and sleep and breathe in this studio? And or if my goodness, I wear a backwards hat and people go, oh my God, you look so different without the hair and everything. It's man, it's funny. It's funny when you're out of the norm, right? With that, right? Like you were noting earlier, guys, like, Ron's not in his normal spot, and I'm just like, wow, this is different.
Yeah. Of course, that's normal. That's normal with that. You don't, that's like a Cracker Jack box. You don't know where the hell the dude's at.
Yeah, it's like, you never know what you're gonna get, like a box of chocolate.
No.
I don't know what part of the world I am.
Yeah, just to give you a little background, Ed is a forensic, expert, and he does training across the world. So he was in Morocco for a month. He brought his microphone, his camera, his laptop, and he was going remote live with me from Morocco for the past month. So he just got home, and now God only knows where he is now. So
I'm in Portland, Maine.
All right.
You should write a book someday, Ed.
He has two.
I have four, but who's counting? Okay.
Whatever.
Well, then I need to get to reading. Clearly, then I need to read some books.
There's no money in textbooks, JB. You got to write fiction. If you want to make money in books, it's fiction. Okay.
There you go.
True crime novels. There's people just eat them up. Okay.
JB, I want to go to you for final words for the audience here for the Gabby Petito Foundation fundraiser.
The foundation is if there's a word, it's just special, and it's special because of the people. I have reported on this story in a professional capacity, but I have been one of the unexpected circumstances of reporting on this story for so long was that I got to develop some tremendous connections with Joe and Tara and Nicole and Jim, and it's just been it's been wildly humbling and extraordinarily special to watch them years later with all of this passion, energy, and determination try to make the world a better place. It makes me want to do more. It makes me want to be better in what I do because of how extraordinary their efforts are, and that's what is the special sauce with the foundation. I think it should be obvious to people that foundations require that grassroots effort from people out there, everyday Joes, everyday Janes, everyday people, to help support it and make the initiatives that they are so passionate about come to fruition. And so I can only hope that the foundation, on days like today especially, and in with future events, I can only hope that people understand that this is something that is truly special and want to, participate and support something special. As a reporter, yes, there are certain things about my capabilities and what I can do that I am handcuffed, but I can comment and say that this family has such a special mission, and it's going to take such a special effort from people supporting them to do what they see as making the world a better place. So to everybody out there that is watching this, whether it's live or whether they have found this video after it's been live, I'm sure that the foundation's website has been, put in every link, in every comment, in every post. You know what to do. You know how to support a cause like this. And I can only hope that the foundation for many, many more years, for many, many more fundraisers, will be able to do some truly extraordinary things. And I know that it will, because of the 4 people that are doing extraordinary work behind the scenes, and not even just the 4, but beyond the 4 parents. There are others that don't get enough credit. Stephanie is one who I met in Nashville. There are just some amazing people out there that are doing really good with the foundation, and I hope that they get the support that they so very much deserve. And
JB, amen. I got to say, when you just mentioned at the end the other folks that are unnamed, right in front of me, right straight in front of me, is about 15 volunteers. And
TJ, I got to shout out TJ too. Really amazing people.
Yeah, just so many good ones, and people are just asking what they can do. And I've had a few of the volunteers come by as we were live, asking, "Hey, do you need a drink? Do you need anything?" So there's so many people that are willing to help that maybe cannot afford to donate, but they're donating their time. And Dave, you can testify to this. These type of organizations need people to volunteer their time. I took half a day of work, and I said to my boss, I said, "Hey, I'm going to the Gabby Petito Foundation," and they were like, "Go, go, go." I don't ask for anything in return. When Nicole asked me to live stream this thing, I got panic attack, because I was like, how am I going to set this up? But I wound up working it out, and it's all good. And this isn't even a time that we go live. Our time slot is 8:00 at night. So hence, we're not really getting a far reach. But at the end of the day, it's about, like you said, the replay viewers, the people who watch it, and people who share it. So thank you for those kind words, JB. And thank you.
Yeah, and I'll end with this before I have to run. Ron, you deserve a tremendous amount of credit. I mean, pulling off a live stream like you are now, remote, and with also too with the foundation's blessing, that tells people all they need to know. That the foundation would trust Ron with such to basically just spread their message beyond just the golf course today. And Ron, I'm proud to call you a friend, and all your efforts to support what we're trying to do here at WFLA, which is try to do honest, transparent, interactive, and really accessible reporting on social media, especially on YouTube. The fact that you've supported that for so long, that really means a lot to me personally and professionally. And everyone should really give chat. I'm calling on you guys. Everybody, please give Ron like a huge round of applause, because what he's doing is Herculean and deserves all the praise in the world. And I know, Ron, you will get a round of huge hugs from folks there when your live stream is done. And I hope that you get out there and maybe you get a beer or a soda or something, you're able to relax a little bit and get off stream and smile and have some fun.
Well, thank you so much, JB. And thank you to everybody in the chat. JB, you got a whole fan club in here. There's a lot of Hey JBs, and people are doing the hashtag Hey JB. But you know what? Like I said, this is something that you just do. And we all do our part. And this is part of my part here. And Ed too. Look, Ed's in a hotel room.
Yeah, JB, I've been a fan for a while, but I got to tell you, your stock just went up in my book with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, you like that? When I need to focus, Ed, I find music that will help me just I don't know, get in a zone. And today Friday was a good vibe for Red Hot Chili Peppers to just kind of crank out some behind the scenes work here. I don't think Ron can speak to this. People don't know how much work goes in to a live stream and how much goes on behind the scenes. I mean, I've just been talking, with a lot of people with the Gilgo Beach case today. Various people after the live stream that we did yesterday. 2% of my job is on camera, and I mean that. And so when I need to just kind of focus on my job and have some good background music that keeps, my energy level up, Red Hot Chili Peppers on a Friday is a good pick.
All right.
I love it. I love it.
Allison is telling everybody they're going to be in the Berg as July 2nd. So go up to Pittsburgh and see him live.
Yeah, no, it's my birthday. That would be a cool birthday trip, man.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
Well, now everybody knows your birthday.
Look at that.
Awesome. Awesome.
JB, appreciate it, you guys.
Yeah, you're the best. I appreciate you coming in, and we are going to continue and let JB run back to the newsroom and the Red Hot Chili Peppers or whatever else he's listening to. Thanks.
And happy Father's Day to all. Ed, Dave, I don't know if you guys are fathers. I know Ron is. You guys, happy Father's Day, man. Seriously.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy
Same to
Father's Day
you.
to you, JB.
Well,
Yeah.
Welcome to Father's Day.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, guys.
Definitely soak it up. Ham it up, JB. Have a good time. Enjoy.
That's the plan, you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Take care. There he goes, JB. Appreciate that, Dave. And you know what? You might not be a dad, but you are a dad to the misfits, right? You're search group, right?
Yep.
So,
yep.
What a honor.
I got about 45. I've got 45 kids. I'm like an orphanage.
I want to switch gears a little bit because some of our friends who couldn't join us live sent in some pre-recorded videos, and Ed was one of them. And this is what's amazing about Ed Wallace. And when it comes to fundraising and volunteering his time, he doesn't even flinch at it. Like this guy would if he was still in Morocco, he would have been here. I know it. He would have. But some of our friends sent in some videos, and I want to play Mike King from Profiling Evil. Let me just see if I can. And forgive me. Again, I'm not in the studio, so it's kind of tough for me to work this. But I want to play Mike King from Profiling Evil because I asked him, like with an hour's notice. I said, Mike, would you be able to record something? And I gave him an hour, and he was like, yeah, I could do something. He went out into Utah and filmed in front of the Gabby Petito's, one of her last photographs that she took in Utah. So I'm going to let the audience watch this, and I'm going to take a bathroom break. So I'll be back in a few.
Well, hey everybody, greetings from Ogden, Utah, the site of this beautiful monarch butterfly mural where Gabby Petito stood just hours before her murder. You know, the Gabby Petito Foundation embodies the resilience of monarch butterflies by transforming pain into hope. I've become their friend over the years, and I testify to their tireless work in helping other families in crisis. You know, I want to thank Gabby's family for their focus on the horrors of domestic violence and for their incredible strength and determination. Like Gabby, they remind me of the monarch butterfly, whose journey is marked by perseverance and beauty. And I want to thank Duty Ron for providing a platform to augment your efforts. And now, to all of you who are hearing my comments, please consider donating. Together, we can create a safer world and bring hope to those who need it most. Hey, let's stand together and make a positive impact. You can do so by visiting GabbyPetitoFoundation.org. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you soon at the next crime scene.
So how awesome was that? Mike King going out. His sun is in his eyes. You could see he's out at that location. That's dedication, and I want to thank my good friend, our good friend. I don't know why I keep saying my good friend, our good friend Mike King from Profiling Evil. If you're not subscribed to his channel, go over and subscribe. He came on to the fundraiser we did for you guys, Dave, in 2021, and he spent a great deal of time with us. Ed, you know Mike.
Good man.
You met him in person, right?
Oh yeah, he came to my office at the medical examiner's office when I was with Barbara Butcher.
Wow.
And I had met him before that, but it was at another meeting when he was with a different organization. But now, so great man.
Yeah. Mike King, again, somebody who I could just count on at any time. Anytime I ask him to do something, he's just like, yeah, sure. Well, what can I do? What can I do? All right. Yeah,
I
go
hate,
ahead.
I hate to do this. My phone is absolutely melting.
Wait a minute. You usually have 48%, and you can. No, that's cool, Dave. Thank you so much, Dave. Final parting words before your phone blows up on us.
Yeah. Ron, and again, everything that people just don't understand the kind of heart that you have and that in what you do for others, not only in front of the camera, but also behind the camera is, it's mind blowing to actually see how many people that you've touched their lives. And again, with Gabby's, you took the bull by the horn. You're out there remotely. You're doing a phenomenal job. These guys have laid the foundation. Now it's up to everybody else to help build that house, and through your community and through technology with live streams and things, it touches and it goes so much further than belief. And again, without people like you in this world, it would be a horrible place to live. You brighten up so many people's lives just by being you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart of everything that you've done for our foundation. And again, anytime that I can sit there and support somebody else's foundation that I truly believe in, that I've broke bread with physically in front of them, and see the passion that the mom and dad have. This is going to go far, and it's only going to go far because of people like you and Ed and the people that you bring to the table. That's how this is going to succeed. They have a story to tell. Most people that start foundations, they don't have a story like this, but they have a story. And what they're doing is, with that story, is they're being the voice for their daughter. And you don't get any more powerful than that. So I appreciate you and Ed, and again, your whole community. It's you guys do a bang up job, and I appreciate you.
Well, you know what, Dave? We're a family. And I said this from the beginning. Once I met you and Twyler and the team, and Ed feels the same way. I'm speaking on both of our behalves. The mission and statement of EquuSearch MidWest is one that we live by. And anytime that you need anything, law enforcement liaison, Ed's Rolodex is about 10 miles long. That thing flops down. If you dropped it from the Empire State Building, you could climb down it to the street. So he knows.
I just want to make sure.
Go
We
ahead,
are talking about my Rolodex, right?
Your Rolodex.
Okay, just want to make sure we're on the same
Not
page.
your Rolex. I said the Rolodex.
No. Okay.
Yeah, Ed's Rolodex, not his Rolex. Yeah, but so the bottom line is,
yeah, I guess so.
These guys are killing me. I got a whole thing going on here, and Ed's telling jokes. He's
but the thing is, they can't hear us. So not until they replay this, then they'll go, "Oh my."
Dave, you got so many fans in the chat, so many people lighting it up, and so many people are donating and have donated. This Gabby Petito Foundation fundraiser is already a success, and this was just something extra that the mom said, "Hey, would you mind coming for you guys?" See, now they're thinking twofold. They're thinking about obviously fundraising first and foremost, but they're also thinking about us, the viewers, the folks who have followed their story, follow what they're doing, and the plight that they've gone through with the legal system and so forth. So I'm happy. I'm proud to do it. Dave, I'll let you run before your phone dies or blows up or goes on fire or whatever. Thank you, man.
One thing. The last time I saw Dave, he had chopped all his hair off. So did Samson grow his hair back? The world wants to know.
This is why I'm wearing a hat. So it is.
Okay.
It's starting to come back.
It's starting to. It's thinner on top for some reason, but I'm not too sure why that is. So it's.
Ed, do you see those 31-inch guns he's got too? The 31-inch guns.
That's why I'm wearing a hat. I'm in that. I'm in between
What's
that
you gonna
phase.
do when Dave Ryder runs wild on you?
Unbelievable. Well,
okay.
Thank you.
At least you're not like Duty Ron. At least you're not like Duty Ron and his brother, Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, somehow that
we do not
hair
have.
gene disappeared. But
Argene Poole didn't help
Lieutenant
us.
Dan, would you like an ice cream? I could
Listen,
get you an
bald
ice
is
cream.
beautiful. I don't care what you two say. You guys are hating on the bald. I'm not hating on you guys. As a matter of fact, here, look.
No. Yeah, there you
Come on,
go.
right? Come on, brother.
You know what they say, if you put two bald heads together, you better be careful.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
so he lost
this
his
has
hair,
been-
but it went to his heart because he has the biggest heart in the world.
This has been the comedy hour of the Gabby Petito Foundation, courtesy of Ed Wallace and Dave Rader, recipient of roasting, Duty Ron, of course, for not catching on to all of the funniness. Because, you know, I don't really have a lot to think about here. I'm just hanging out like you guys are. Just, you know. But anyways, thank you, Dave. I love you, man. And we'll talk
Love you
soon.
guys to death. Thank you, and God bless to you and the family.
Give Twyla and the team hugs. Twyla and
I
the team
shall,
hugs from me and Ed.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks,
There he
guys.
goes. Goldilocks,
See
Dave
ya.
Rader. Dave Rader, Goldilocks. Leaving the building. All right. I took care of Ed. Listen, JB was mentioning a couple of things that really resonated with me. Another person who I became really good friends with, and I actually met her, was Jen Bethune. And I didn't meet her husband, Kyle, but I met her at Gabby's memorial service out in Long Island. And I reached out to her today and I said, hey, would you be able to record something for us? And she said, oh, hell yeah. Where's the button? I don't have it, Ed. So Jen and Kyle are in the middle of the wilderness. I don't know where they are. I didn't ask them, but they recorded a message for us to play. And it's a short one. So I'm going to put them on the screen. These are the two who are responsible for filming, unbeknownst to them, Gabby Petito's van parked on the side of the roadway in the Tetons. And they have a message for you guys watching. So let's listen in.
Hey, Duty Ron, Jim and Nicole, and all the Duty Ron Nation. We're Jen and Kyle Bethune with Being Bethunes. We're a nomadic family of 5 who live and travel the U.S. full-time in our vintage bus.
And today we are here to stop by and tell you just how special and incredible Jim and Nicole are. We absolutely love them. They are salt of the earth, wonderful, amazing people. And today they need our help.
The Gabby Petito Foundation is an amazing organization. Jim and Nicole and everybody works their butts off to put this together, and they need your help and they need your money.
Yeah, and if you are unable to donate, that's okay. Share this live stream. Invite someone to the live stream that you know that could possibly be able to donate. That helps in ways that you will never know.
Thanks, Duty Ron, for having us, and take care, guys.
We love you.
Bye.
Good deal.
Ed, that was awesome. I know I was muted. There's a lot of noise happening around me. I thought that was so awesome, the way they put that together. God only knows where they were, but it looks like they were out in the middle of the wilderness, right?
Yeah, well, God used them that day. You know, that they were there and they were instrumental in helping locate where Gabby was finally recovered.
100%. If it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have found her that fast, or maybe they wouldn't have found her at all, because of the wilderness where she was in that Spread Creek camping area over in the Grand Teton, which is a beautiful location. Beautiful. And I know that the family and the parents have gone back there, gone to that location. I have another one from Joey Brooklyn. So I wanted to play Joey Brooklyn's. He was in his car. He didn't have time to do his hair, so don't judge him on his hair. Or he didn't have a chance to shave either. He asked, he asked me, he said, Ron, is it okay if I'm not shaved? I was like, listen, you're doing us a favor and we want you to record as you would. Record as you will, I said. So he did it. Here's Joey Brooklyn, our head of security. You guys know and love him. And here's his message for you guys watching in the chat.
Holy shit.
Hello, friends. Hi, this is Joey Brooklyn. Hope everybody's having a great time. 2 years ago, actually, I was at the golf fundraiser for Gabby Petito with Duty Ron, Ed Wallace, and Diane. This year, unfortunately, I have another obligation, but I wanted to make it a very strong point that I want you guys to go out there and donate. Go to Duty Ron's channel, Donate what you could, whether it's $1, $10, $5, $100. You know, in the wake of Gabby Petito's tragic passing, the Gabby Petito Foundation was formed to honor her memory and prevent similar tragedies. Their mission is twofold: aiding organizations that locate missing persons and supporting survivors of domestic violence. Donating to the Gabby Petito Foundation is a way to turn this heartbreak into a positive change. Your contribution will assist essential organizations working tirelessly to find missing loved ones and empower survivors of domestic violence. Together, you and I could make a difference. Visit the Gabby Petito Foundation website or donate today in Duty Ron's live chat. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you. And let's help keep Gabby's light shining brightly. Thank you, Duty Ron. Thank you, Nicole, Joe, Tara, and Jimmy. God bless every one of you. Ciao for now.
What a gentleman, right, Ed?
The best.
I mean,
the best.
How great of a message is that? I'm going to put you full screen to talk a little bit about our community and the people who volunteer for us, the moderators. How important are they to Crime Time with Duty, Ron and Ed?
Yes, our moderators are great. They keep the chat in line. They're policing our chat. And, you know, they do a great job. You know, they don't get paid to do this. They just do it, you know, out of the goodness of their heart and the love for the community that we have here with Ron and I. We're growing tremendously, folks. I mean, in leaps and bounds. We're at, what are we at? 323,000. We're almost at 325,000 subscribers, and we keep growing thanks to you know, our supporters, our subscribers, and our moderators are out there. Like I said, they're like Ron and I when we were on patrol. They're patrolling our chat and keeping it respectful. You know, we take all your comments. We want everybody to be respectful, courtesy, respect. That's what we want here in our chat. We don't want any hassles. We don't want any drama, and they do a great job.
Amen to that, brother. I couldn't have said it any better. I'm setting up the remote feed.
And who knew Joey Brooklyn looked like Matthew Perry?
Let me tell you something about Joey Brooklyn. He's a handsome son of a gun, right?
Yeah,
and
I tell you what.
He sounds like Joe Pesci when he talks.
If friends ever need to replace Matthew Perry, he's the guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He could probably fill in on a, you know, like a movie about his life, right? May he rest in peace. So here's the thing. Joey Brooklyn volunteers for us, and he is all in when it comes to this community. When it comes to this community, Joey is all in. And I'll tell you why he's all in. Because he has his own community. Joey Brooklyn's channel is growing, and he does wonderful things to help people that are having anxiety, and he does the fire pit chats, and he does nature, and we can even watch him go crabbing on particular days. So kudos to Joey Brooklyn. I love you. You are a true friend. Carol Cole. Okay, go ahead, Joe. Oh, go ahead, Ed.
And we can also watch him feed the mosquitoes.
Yeah, you can, yeah, both of us getting attacked. Thank you, Ed. Karen Cole, Legal Minded Friends. She made a video, and I want to play it because I saved it. And I know we still got to get to yours, Ed, but I think getting to yours would be silly because you're here with us.
I'm here. You don't need to do it. I'm here.
It's Friday Fun
Hold on,
Day,
let me play
and
this.
if you haven't seen my video on reading your coffee grounds to predict your future, check it out now. You'll be amazed. So this morning, my coffee grounds revealed this. I saw it immediately. Let's get a bit closer. Looks like Duty Ron and Popeye to me. And it is because of Duty Ron's coverage of Justice for Gabby Petito that I dedicated a playlist on understanding the legal challenges Gabby's parents have had. And guess what? My coffee grounds were reminding me to go over to Duty Ron and support his fundraising for Gabby Petito Foundation. So please use the link in my chat to support my good friend Duty Ron. Hello, legal minded friends. It's Friday Fun Day. And if you haven't seen my video on reading your coffee grounds to predict your future, check it out now. You'll be amazed. So this morning, my coffee grounds revealed this. I saw it immediately. Let's get a bit closer. Looks like Duty Ron and Popeye to me. And it is because of Duty Ron's coverage of Justice for Gabby Petito that I dedicated a playlist on understanding the legal challenges Gabby's parents have had. And guess what? My coffee grounds were reminding me to go over to Duty Ron and support his fundraising for Gabby Petito Foundation. So please use the link in my chat to support my good friend Duty Ron. Video on reading your coffee grounds to predict your future. Check it out now. You'll be amazed. So this morning, my coffee grounds.
All right. No mic. Mike.
That's how I get things to stop. I just change the screen. I have to do things on the fly. I have my mobile device set up, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So I'm going to try to set it up and go out to the golf course. And this might be a disaster. So bear with me, Ed. I'm going to put me on pause. I'm going to mute my mic. Take this off.
Ready. He's setting up, folks. He's getting the camera on the gimbal.
Ed, you got the show, so take over.
Your mic is muted. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give him the play-by-play of Ron setting up his camera. Okay. All right. Hey, folks, seriously, though, this foundation, to me, if what they're doing here is keeping Gabby alive. She is alive. She is not dead. So long as they keep doing this and keep moving forward, her memory
Ed,
of
you could just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can you hear me talking, Ed?
I
Give me a
can hear
thumbs
you
up.
and I can see your video.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. You want to hold on to that? That's a hot mic. So just
Hot mic. Don't go to the bathroom.
all right. So let's take a walk, Ed. I'm gonna walk around the venue. I'm not gonna be able to hear you. This is like when we were out at Gilgo. So you can make fun of me all you want, Ed. I'm just gonna walk around, show the venue to the people. So I'm gonna go full screen, and then you could do some commentary too, Ed.
Nice.
All right, so everyone's getting prepared here.
Yeah. It looks
And
like
I wanted
nice,
to go outside to show you guys outside.
It's like a
It's
nice wedding
humid
banquet.
and it's hot.
You did not see that.
Can I go outside here? Okay, thank you. I don't want to. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm going to want to come back. All right, thank you. All right, so here's a look at the golf course. And there's some golfers out there. I don't know if you can see, but it's beautiful here.
Mm-hmm. Nice
So,
manicured golf course.
Golfers are out. Off signal. All right, we may lose signal out here. Get to that.
Rachella's saying how she had her 50th wedding anniversary party there.
Thank you.
Ron, can you hear us? Ron. Hey, folks in the chat, is he frozen or is it just me? Give me a thumbs up if he's frozen. All right, now we got him back. All right.
Some of the baskets and stuff that they have raffles for. It's like really some cool stuff, some footballs from the Giants, signed football from the New York Giants. And the tables just go on and on and on. Pretty cool. I'm hoping that you can hear me, Ed.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I have a
were
feeling you
frozen
can.
for a little bit. You can't hear us though, right?
But when I step outside, the Wi-Fi just doesn't cut it, and that's what I was afraid of.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back in here. Oh, look, it's Tara. Look, Tara's all dressed up now.
Okay.
Yay. Excellent. All right, there she goes, Tara Petito. So I want to show you guys True Blue 360, True Blue. So they support Gabby Petito Foundation. I guess people are going to take pictures here in front of us. Ed, stop yawning.
Oh, so
Stop
you can
yawning.
see me now, huh?
I might not be able to hear you, but I could see you. There's Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant
Live
Dan.
mic. Oh, live mic.
All right. He's like your security detail, huh?
Whatever you want to wear.
Want to say hello? Take the mic.
Is the mic?
So yeah, there is Gabby's mom, and we already showed Tara. She's got. I gotta put my shoes.
Yeah, we're all ready to go.
You guys are all dressed up. You're ready to go. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I hope so. We want everybody coming to have a good time. That's all it's about.
There is a ton of goodies out there. I just showed the bags. I went out to the golf course, but I lost signal.
That's okay.
So if I go back out there, I might turn it on to cellular. But yeah, a lot of people have been donating and doing their thing. So
Yeah, we're so grateful. And everybody's going to start coming in soon, and we're going to have dinner, raffles, fun time.
perfecto. All right, ladies, have fun. Thank you. All right, there they go, the girls. So I want to show you a couple of things. Boxes of Joe. Of course, you have to have coffee, right? This is our setup here, the foundation. There's Lieutenant Dan.
Can I say something?
Ed's yawning, of course. All right. So this is just a little bit of a different view of the venue. And I'll just leave it there for a second. Shut this mic off. All right, Ed, I'm coming back. I promise. Coming back.
Okay, he's coming back. But first, he makes me go live and full screen here. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's well. Yes, my curtains. I left them in Morocco. Thank you very much. I should have burned them damn things. Anyhow, they not my cup of tea. Got to talk to the interior designer over at that hotel and say, okay, you need a facelift for all of these rooms. Okay. Blue curtains. That's right. I have blue curtains. You folks are very attentive. You see my pillows down, my blue curtains.
All right, guys, I'm back. Can you hear me, Ed?
Yes. And that's not a tan, that's just this light, you see? Okay.
I'm not supposed to be on this side, so I got to change that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Not good for one share.
I want to kick myself out of the studio, but I can't do it. I don't know why. Hold on a second. I got a couple of things that I want to play before we wrap it up, but let's go to the chat. Ed, have you been engaging with the chat?
Yes. So, Stacy, what do you think this is? The Sound of Music? Okay. I'm going to take the curtains and turn them into shorts and clothing.
Are we back on to the Morocco curtains?
Yes, the curtains are back. Just when you thought it was safe to be away from them damn curtains.
Oh, I got to turn it around. They're taking pictures over there. Can you see that?
Yeah,
that was
I can
that
see
sign
that.
that I was in front of. I want to go full screen with this.
Can you zoom in?
I'm going to go put it full screen. Hold on.
Scan, pan up.
Give me a second, Ed.
Stop breathing down my neck.
Yeah, where the hell is that? Stop breathing down my neck. Hey, I want to thank the people that are here. There's 180 or 200 people. I could see 180. These are true blue folks that are here, and I want to thank you for this. You're seeing Tara and Nicole and various volunteers in front of that True Blue sign, and they're taking pictures. So they're doing shots, and they were taking pictures of me. I was like, don't waste your pictures on me. Let's take pictures of you guys. And Tara's mom is over there, and they're all dressed up for the night. We're going to have a formal dinner here. So formal dinner is going to happen in, I think, at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock formal dinner. Let me put Ed Wallace back on. Where are you, Ed? There you
I'm
are.
here.
So when the dinner portion starts, I'm going to obviously end this live stream, but let's look at the chat. I want to see how many people have messages, hashtag Ed, hashtag DutyRon. And listen, if you have questions as it pertains to the Gabby Petito Foundation, put it in the chat. But I got a couple of other things that I really want to play that they're kind of tear-jerking, because they are content creators who did tributes to Gabby Petito. And I thought that towards the end of the show, and we're live almost 2 hours now, towards the end of the show, I would highlight some of the content creators who have respectfully, did not produce, but put together, they edited and put together tributes to Gabby Petito. And I want to take this time right now, Ed, and I'm going to go out on a limb. Every person that in the next, say, half hour that donates up to $200, I will match each donation. So if someone donates 20, I'll donate 20, and we'll do that up to $200. So if we get $200, now it's like getting 400. And I know that Ed is behind me on this. And if that goes well, we'll do it again. It's almost like gifting out memberships. So if you donate and in the link right down here and you hit that heart, I'll do it myself. 20, show my name. You got to click show your name. And then let's see if it works. Do you think my credit card is going to go through, Ed?
Is it the new one?
There, yeah, it's the new one. There it is. It went through. I can't see what the donating money is up to, but we were like over $5,000. So that's a good start, and I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to keep it going. So I just donated right in the chat right there. Ed, I'm going to play the Gabby Petito, and I'm going to name these creators by name because I don't know who they are. Here's the Gabby story by Nonchalant, and this is a long one. It's over 5 minutes long, but it is really moving, and all of these are
Gabrielle
moving.
Venora Petito
So,
was born in the spring of
Ed,
Yeah, you let her rip.
hold on. I'm going to let it rip, but I got to find it. Hold on. Uh-oh, the DJ's starting. All right, here goes.
Gabrielle Venora Petito.
Take two. Ed, how am I doing remote? What would be your grading system on me right now? And the audience, what would be the grading system on DutyRon right now?
I'll give you a respectable 8.
Okay, Heather, whatever, just donated $5. Thank you, Heather. Appreciated that. I'm going to match that. Vicky Meadows, thank you for becoming a member. Wow, I might get reported for credit card fraud if I do this too much. Lieutenant Dan, you think they're going to hit me up for credit card fraud? I'm matching donations. This is coming out of Ed's pocket too. So, all right. So DutyRon donated. I matched. Allison, did I see a 20 in there, Ed? Can you see this?
I can't see anything.
Oh, you can. So you're just gonna have to trust me, Ed. I'm keeping a running tally.
Okay.
All right. So it's so far 25. I'm gonna donate another 20 because Allison just donated 20. I just want to make sure. Okay, Chef Lady, 5, so 25. Let's do it again. 20. I know I'm gonna get a text message on my phone.
Yeah, your bank is saying this fraud alert. Fraud alert.
Fraud alert. Fraud alert. All right, I'm gonna play this video as promised. Let's get it going.
Gabrielle Venora Petito was born in the spring of March 19, 1999, in Blue Point, New York. Gabby, as she was affectionately known, entered the world with a bright spirit. Growing up in Long Island's coastal charm, her childhood of sunlit memories, with family outings and playful adventures along the sandy shores. From a young age, Gabby's creative soul was unmistakable. Her mother fondly recalls how she would spend hours with colored pencils in hand, sketching everything from the family's lazy tabby cat to the wild waves crashing at the nearby beach. Gabby attended Bayport Blue Point High School, where she was known for her infectious smile and a heart that drew people to her warmth. She was a cheerleader, a beam of light in the hallways. Her art teacher, Mr. Henderson, once noted, "Gabby doesn't simply create, she tells stories with her art. She sees the beauty in what many overlook." As a teenager, Gabby developed a love for the great outdoors. Family vacations were all about the simple joys of camping in the Adirondacks. Her younger brother, TJ, recalls a particular evening by the campfire. Gabby organized a scavenger hunt in the dark. We all had flashlights, and she'd hidden little glow-in-the-dark stones. She turned a regular night into an adventure. Gabby's wanderlust didn't wane as she grew. After high school, she felt the pull of the road, the allure of landscapes yet to be seen, and stories yet to be told. This yearning led her to a pivotal moment in her life, meeting Brian Laundrie. He shared her thirst for adventure, and together, they dreamed of a life on the road, exploring the vast, wild expanses of America. Their journey began with high hopes as they planned a cross-country trip that would allow Gabby to do what she loved most, live freely under the expansive sky, capturing each moment through her camera lens and sharing with her large social media following. Little did anyone know, this journey would leave an indelible mark on the hearts of many, turning her story into one that would resonate across the world. Their connection was instantaneous. Within a year, Brian proposed to Gabby during a sunset hike in the Appalachian Trail. He had secretly carried a small, vintage-style ring in his backpack. On June 17, 2021, Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie embarked on what was meant to be the adventure of a lifetime. A cross-country trip across the United States in their converted white Ford Transit van. The plan was to visit a series of national parks. Gabby intended to document every step of their journey on her blog and social media channels. Their first major stop was in Kansas, at Monument Rocks. The couple made stops in Colorado, visiting the Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve, and Utah, where the Red Cliffs of Zion National Park. The couple seemed to be living the dream. However, beneath the idyllic images and joyful updates, there were challenges. Living in such close quarters, the strains of constant travel began to emerge. Despite these challenges, Gabby and Brian's journey continued, their love for adventure driving them forward, unaware of the tragic turn their story would soon take. On August 12th, police in Moab, Utah, respond to a call concerning an altercation involving Gabby and Brian.
They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what do you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Body camera footage later released shows an emotional Gabby discussing her mental health and relationship issues. Gabby is last seen in public checking out of a hotel with Brian in Salt Lake City, Utah. 2 days later, Gabby's last confirmed communication takes place through a series of texts with her family. She mentions being in Grand Teton, Wyoming. Witnesses at a restaurant in Jackson, Wyoming, report seeing an argument between Gabby and Brian. On the 1st of September, Brian Laundrie returns to his home in Northport, Florida, alone. Gabby's family then reports her missing after not hearing from her for several days. Police name Brian Laundrie as a person of interest in the case. He refuses to cooperate with the investigation. Sadly, on September 19th, searchers find human remains matching Gabby's description in Bridger Teton National Forest. Just over 1 month after being named a suspect, Human remains, later confirmed to be Brian Laundrie's, are found at the Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park in Florida. A notebook found near the remains contains a confession to Gabby's murder. In the wake of her disappearance, Gabby's life and legacy have become a focal point for discussions on several critical issues, including domestic violence. Across the country, memorials and tributes have been organized in Gabby's memory. Her spirit, captured in the photographs and posts she lovingly shared, continues to influence and evoke memories.
On the open road, beneath the painted sky, in our cozy van, we watch the world go by, living hand in hand, chasing dreams so high. With the wind in our hair, we left it all behind. Through sprawling landscapes and starlit nights, we found solace in the simple, in life's pure delight. But the story took a turn and our hearts grew heavy as we heard the tale of Gabby, spirit so steady. Oh, wanderlust highway, where will you lead? With each passing mile, new stories we'll heed. In this fan life journey, spirits forever free. We'll honor Gabby's memory, her light will never cease.
So that again, I want to name these creators. That was beautiful. I thought that was well done. And that came to us courtesy of the Gabby Petito story by Nonchalant is the YouTube screen creator's name. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Gabby's mom just said, "Hey, do you guys need any light over here?" I was like, "I don't want anybody to see me. The less light, the better." Right, Ed? So I have an interview about Gabby with her mom. This one is unbelievable because Nicole did this about a year ago, and it was a young girl. And what I loved about this interview, it was a Zoom meeting, and it's by Kat Fitzgerald. And what I loved about this is Kat is just about the same age as Gabby, as Nicole's daughter, but she interviews her for 12 minutes. And some of the 12 minutes is towards the end is not really pertaining to the foundation. But Ed, the bulk of this young girl, Kat Fitzgerald, did her homework and asked the right questions. So this is a young woman, Kat Fitzgerald, and Gabby's mom really engaged so well with her in this. Ed, do you have time or do you have to go?
Yeah, I got to run, Ron.
Okay, Ed, go ahead. I love you, brother, and I thank you for being here. I'm going to wrap up in a short period of time. So,
All right.
Ed Wallace, wait, you got to give final words. I can't just let you go.
All right, folks. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting Ron. Thanks for supporting the Petito Foundation. I know times are tough, okay, but if you have any spare change and you want to throw it in the kitty here for the cause, please do so. And Ron will double it with our money here. And thanks, Ron, for going out there and supporting the Petitos. And thanks for showing me that that last clip, man. It really touched my heart. This case was one that really bothered me. Again, it was a case of we'll never really know what Gabby's future could have brought us, the light she could have brought the whole world. She's brought us light now in tragedy, but I think she could have contributed far more greatly to our society had she still been alive. And so sad, so tragic, but out of this tragedy, the foundation is going to do some real good. And hopefully, if they help one person with domestic violence, then it's more than enough. Well, with that said, folks, stay safe, stay prepared, watch your six, please, at all times. Enjoy the
Ed, I
rest of
want
the
to say,
show.
Ed, I want to say thank you to you personally as a brother and as a friend. Happy Father's Day to you, your dad, and everybody that's around you. And whatever you do tomorrow, I hope you have a great day. And to all the fathers out there, obviously, happy Father's Day. Ed, I can't thank you enough for
Happy Father's Day, Ron, to you as well, and all the fathers in the audience. Okay. All right. Take care, folks. I got to run.
Take care, Ed. There he goes, Ed Wallace, checking out. All right. I see me on the big screen, and look, Nicole's checking in, right, with the Gabby Petito sign right behind her. Thank you. She's having a good time. She's dressed for the dinner party. The ladies look great. Everybody looks great. Folks are joining and coming in here. I want to play another piece. This is the one that I was talking about. This is Gabby's mom, just about a year ago. And listen to this interview, because this interview is really what this organization's about. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to take a bathroom break, and keep donating, because we're going to match each of the donations. Hold on. Before I play this, let me put myself back on. It's kind of scary to see me full screen as I was sharing it with everybody, but don't judge. I worked all day. I didn't get any sleep last night because I was having anxiety about this not going right. But this is about the Gabby Petito Foundation. I'm matching the donations up to $200. I think we're getting close, but you know me, I'll go a little bit further. Maybe I'll match it to $500. So your donations, I'll watch as this interview plays. Please, please, please consider donating even $1. It helps tremendously. All right, here we go, folks.
Thank you so much for meeting me.
You're welcome.
How are you today?
Busy, as usual.
Thank you so much again for taking the time to meet me. So I guess we'll just get started.
Sure.
So my first question is, can you describe Gabby as a person?
Well, you look like you're about her age, right?
22.
22. Very free-spirited. She's an amazing artist. Just the type of person that didn't like to be told no. She set her mind on something, she went for it. She did it. She didn't care what anybody else said. So, you know, I think most parents, like we did at first, were skeptical of this whole road trip idea. We kind of told her, like, maybe you should wait, go to school, you know, but she was like, nope, it's what I want to do. And she did it, and she was going to be very successful. I seen, you know, her video was amazing, and I'm so glad we have that.
What was your relationship like with Gabby?
Typical mother-daughter relationship, you know, ups and downs. You know, she was a good kid. She made plenty of mistakes, just like all teenagers do, but we got through everything. And you know, she was just so free-spirited. She was ready to go, I think, before she was even 18. I think she wished she could travel the world. So yeah.
Yeah. What is your favorite memory with her?
There's so many. I loved when we would like sit down and just draw together, and then we would talk about stuff. That was just something simple, you know, because I was an artist as well. So it was nice to be able to connect that way.
I would love to talk about the Gabby Petito Foundation. Can you describe the purpose of the foundation?
Sure. For some reason, I instantly knew I needed to do something, because I know that there's probably thousands of other people in similar situations, and people need help. And I wanted to prevent this from happening to someone else. So I think our goal is to eventually have education in all the schools and prevent, you know, for prevention of this happening. Let's teach the kids young how to have value and self-worth and learn how to be treated and how to treat others, just down to kind of the mental health aspect of it. That's our biggest goal is prevention. And we want to help missing people as well. What we went through to report her missing was a struggle. I know that we're not the only ones to report somebody missing who's an adult who doesn't have a medical issue or a mental health issue. They have alerts for them, but they don't have alerts for just an average missing adult. That needs to change. There needs to be some kind of system in place for that.
What made you and the rest of your family decide to create this together?
I think they have the same vision I did. I think that we all came together and were like, we can't let her death be in vain. We need to prevent this from happening again. And everybody is equal to us. We want to help everyone. Her story just got big because not just because she was a pretty blue-eyed, blonde-haired girl, but I think she just touched people with her energy. And I always believe in a higher purpose. And I think that there was a reason for her story to touch people. We've already gotten so many messages and letters from people that say that Gabby has helped them. Not necessarily that we have, but even just Gabby helped them. So we're very proud of that.
What are your hopes for the future of the foundation?
I have big dreams. I think it's going to be a lot of work and take a lot of years, but I'm very patient. I think one day I'd like to have a Gabby's house, like a domestic violence shelter, maybe nationally or maybe worldwide even would be amazing. I have this vision of, my husband joining forces with search and rescue teams across the country and just being out there helping those people. He's a fireman, so that's his thing. And we want to be able to help people individually, even at some point. I know now we kind of support other organizations because we don't want to reinvent the wheel. But I think once we're educated and we learn and we start to be able to get out there and do things, and I want to be able to go to conferences and schools and talk to these kids and help prevent this from happening.
What other organizations are you guys connected to?
We have kind of partnered up with the Aware Foundation. They're amazing. He will.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but the information that's being provided here is really, it tells us everything about Gabby Petito Foundation. And I showed Nicole, she came by the desk here, live streaming desk, and she saw what I was showing. And she said, oh my God, that was a student. And she was doing that for her school in college. And she started that interview off by saying, how old are you? And she said, oh, 22. She's like, you're old. You're just the same age as my daughter. So she reminded me that wasn't a year ago, but it was almost 2 years ago that this interview took place. But I am continuing to match the donations. And I have some things that I want to give away, like some Gabby Petito merchandise to some supporters. And I'm going to give folks an opportunity to take home some Gabby Petito merchandise. I'll have to ship it out, but I'm going to do it for a couple of lucky folks that are in the chat. And we'll use our StreamYard gifting tool for that. But guys, continue to donate and I will match the donations.
Take a little bit of money that he has and he'll put a billboard up, in the town where the person's missing. He's an amazing guy. He started it because a family member of his went missing and tragically ended. So we connected with them right away. We connected with Safe Spaces in Florida, domestic violence shelter. Then here in Long Island, there's a Vibes. They're another organization that really helps people get out of situations, and they focus on every aspect. They get you therapy and help you get jobs, whatever it is you need. And of course, the domestic violence hotline was a huge one. They're inundated right now. You can try to call, then they have an hour-long wait. So we really hope to help them in the future to get more people working for them for their hotline. We have a lot of work to do. Oh, I forgot to mention too, we hope to help police officers get, training, but also just help them have someone that maybe they could call, like an expert to come to these calls. They go to domestic violence calls. It's the most dangerous and the most frequent call that they have.
What has it been like for you to see the support from around the world?
It's surreal. It's not something I expected, but like I said, I believe everything happens for a reason. So it's like my job now. I just feel like it's my purpose and I gotta go with it. And I'll do whatever it is I can.
What has it been like for you knowing Gabby's story has saved lives?
I'm proud of her. Her purpose for living such a short life, everything was meant to be to save other lives. I have to look at it that way. I can't just focus on being angry and sad all the time. I have my moments, but you know, it's amazing that she's not here and she's helping people. She could be saving lives, really. It's what's down to it. It's amazing.
How are you able to stay so positive?
Like I said, I just feel like it's my purpose. So I have to move forward. I can't dwell on what I couldn't change and what happened already. It's not something we could have prevented. So let's move forward and prevent it from happening to other beautiful young women and just people in general. I mean, men are abused as well. So all relationships people need to know that they shouldn't be treated a certain way. So we just want to help them.
What is Gabby's legacy?
Her legacy is going to be saving lives, changing lives, changing the way the system works to help prevent this from happening. So we got a lot of big things to do.
Do you have any words for other families going through similar situations?
It's so hard until you're in it, but as far as starting out with reporting somebody missing, it's don't give up. You have to kind of be your own advocate. You have to get out there, post the pictures, just don't stop, don't listen to, if one police officer or detective says no to you, just keep going and somebody will listen. We had that. It took a few days, but we had a wonderful detective finally listen to me and take my story. That night, they found out what was going on. So just keep going. And if you lose someone to domestic violence, it's not easy. Just, you got to try to move forward and see where you can maybe help others in some way. Maybe you can share your story. If that it's as simple as that, sharing your story and looking back and saying, did I see red flags? If you can share stories of red flags, it can really help other people.
In your opinion, what made Gabby's case gain the attention it has?
It's so hard to answer that. I think a lot of it had to do with the circumstances and me pushing it out so quickly on social media. I think I was really just, please share, please share, please share. And then it just got picked up by local media, and then it just spread rapidly. But the circumstances of him being home with the van, her being left out in who knows where, in the West, and it was just like a weird case. So, and then just having her being on social media already, that's huge. People got to see who she was. Then when the Moab video came out, I think people got to really see who she was. People's lives aren't perfect on social media. This is real life. And they got to kind of see all those different aspects. So definitely think it was the circumstances, but I would hope that all missing persons get treated the same way. I mean, their faces should be blasted until they're found. And that's why we need a lot of people helping. We need volunteers. We need people looking. Social media can be used for that. And I think that's a good thing.
Did you know that Gabby wanted to be an influencer before the trip?
Yes. She was like, that's it. I'm going to be a van lifer. I actually bought her the drone. She's like, I need a drone. I can't make good videos without a drone. So I was like, okay. So her birthday was coming up. I just said, all right.
Just a little context to the drone. As that video played, the Gabby Petito video played, that drone where they showed the shot of the van in the Tetons, that was the drone that Gabby's mom bought from her, that she's talking about.
I'm going to buy you a drone. And she just used it. And I couldn't believe how good her very first video was. I was just like, wow, she's going to be big. I actually made a joke. I said, when you get huge on YouTube, just remember your family, because I knew she was gonna be huge.
Can people donate to the Gabby Petito Foundation?
Of course, they can go to GabbyPetitoFoundation.org and just scroll down. There's a big donate button, and it's pretty easy. It's through PayPal, so it's safe.
Is there any other information that you would want to share or add?
If you get into a relationship, this is really important. If it's too good to be true, or you're questioning it in any way, just follow your intuition. There's probably something not right. Communicating with your family also is important, or a friend. don't be afraid to open up to someone. Maybe they'll see something that you don't. Know that your value is worth more than somebody trying to control your life. You don't deserve that. You deserve to be independent and free and able to do what you want. Your partner should be somebody that makes you happy and like a best friend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was a great interview, and I'm gonna put myself back on. Gabby's mom's floating around here. I got a cookie. I got a Gabby Petito Foundation cookie. So pretty cool, right? So Nicole dropped off a cookie at the table. But I want to go to another tribute video. It's getting loud, so please excuse the background noise. I want to get to all these videos that I saved. So this is a tribute by a guy named Vinny. Okay, the creator's name is Vinny. Vinny D. So he does a lot of tributes to Gabby Petito, and here's one of them. And I know I'm going to get a copyright strike for this, but
I have to think of like a good word.
I know I'm going to get a copyright strike for it, but I don't care. Where am I going to start this? Vinny D, the Young Wolf is his name. Vinny D, the Young Wolf. So I'm going to play this because I thought it was really, I think all of these things are really good. So let's play it.
Okay, ready, set, go. Happy birthday, Noel. Perfect.
So that was Vinny D, and I'm going to go right down the list to the next one. This one's short, and I'm going to play it instead of taking myself on and off the screen. So that was another one from Vinny, and I'm going to play one more.
What is it? You got it.
I got to get this right. All right, guys. So dinner is about to start, and I think that we're live streaming here for 2 hours and 32 minutes. I know that a lot of you have donated. I have matched the donations, so that brings Prime Time Duty Bonds donations to in the community here close to 1,000. So I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for supporting this great foundation. Once this live stream ends, you can still donate in the fundraiser. You could go to the website. It's rolling across the bottom. I'm going to show the website real quick. You could go straight to Gabby Petito Foundation. And here it is, folks. Gabby Petito Foundation. And then you just go straight over to donate. It's up in the upper right-hand corner. And then here you go. You can do a one-time. You could do a monthly. You could do a yearly. I want to thank all of the replay viewers. I want to thank all of the folks who donated and the moderators who have been here. I want to thank my brother for being here and helping me out. And Dave Rader, Hey JB, Ed Wallace, and all the folks who I'm going to double check and make sure I got to all of the people who made videos for us. Okay, I got everybody. Listen, this is something that I'm very passionate about, and searching for the missing and domestic violence awareness. As I said, they're both tied into each other. Most of these cases where people go missing, there's a domestic violence component to it. So they're married to each other, unfortunately, and we need to try to do better. This foundation is doing that. And I want to say, again, thank you to people who tuned into this. I know this is not a popular thing to do. People sometimes feel like, I don't want to donate, or there's folks who, but look, we're all true crime fans. And when it comes to true crime, this is a case that you cannot forget. So thank you to everybody. I'm going to grab some Gabby Petito merch from here at the fundraiser, and I've decided I'll do it on a separate live stream over the weekend. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Happy Father's Day to the great fathers and to the moms who are stepping up to be dads, for the deadbeat dads that are out there, because there are a ton of them. Kudos to you on Father's Day, because you're playing a double role, and I say that on Mother's Day as well, to some of the great dads who fill in for moms that aren't there. So love and respect from Primetime with Duty Ron and Ed Wallace. And I'm going to leave you with another video. And if we haven't seen enough of these videos, I'm going to leave you with another one. And this one, I got to make a command decision on this. You know what? I'm not going to leave you with another video. I'll leave you with the sign, the Gabby Petito Foundation sign. Step out of the way. Thank you all for being here. God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, but especially the family of Gabby Petito and all of the victims of crime out there. There's so many victims out there that need justice. So let's give strength, prayers, and positive vibes to them. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.